Hey guys, Arab Wrestlers You Should Know, sponsored by Premier Pro Wrestling. Again, I'm Randy Ritchie, and today we're going to talk about the homicidal, suicidal, and all that other sidals, man. Sabu, Terry Brunk, the nephew of the original Sheik, Ed Farhat. Now, things I found out about Sabu, and we'll get to later my personal connections to the guy, is this, that Sabu was originally a technical wrestler, which I did not know. He was initially trained to be a technical wrestler. He began his career in '85 at Big Time Wrestling. Now that's pretty cool, and that explains a lot, because Sabu is one of those guys akin to Mick Foley, where they went out there and did these things and took the believability factor to a whole nother level. And yes, in part it was serving themselves, a little self-serving, but mostly they loved this industry so much and they wanted to give the fans everything they had. And that's what, irrefutably, Sabu did. Now, back to, like I said, as a technical wrestler, makes a lot of sense to me, because if you look in between the big bumps and the death-defying spots, the guy could work. He was a storyteller out there. The other thing, if you take a look at Sabu, and I wish he had had more encouragement and proper direction or agents, this guy's look, especially after he'd been in all that hardcore stuff, is so marketable as far as Hollywood goes. Do you understand what I'm saying? I.e., whatever the hell, all the mileage they got out of movies like The Mummy. Wouldn't Sabu have made a awesome top heel in The Mummy, or even a top or semi-top supporting baby face in the movie The Mummy? Now, one thing that drives me batshit, and I don't think that it's totally washed off yet, Terry Sabu, he came in the industry at a point where there was a lot of BS going on with pain medication, possibly addiction. I'm not going to say, and I can't say. The only one that can say if he's addicted or not would be Sabu. But it would certainly make sense to me, because all the sacrifices he made inside that ring and all the pain that he's in, he would have to be dependent just to get out of bed in the morning and take a pee. Look at some of the stuff that he did. There's probably 1,000 highlight reels on YouTube if you want to search it. But here's the thing. You can't fault a man for that, who, like I says, 80% of what he did out there, he sacrificed himself for the fans. You know what I mean? What do you expect is going to happen? Now, i.e., let's go ahead and fast forward to today, where we're trying to get people away from that. Sabu would be the last part of that, and Sabu is not the only one that would be dependent on painkillers, steroids for healing, i.e., It's not that these people are dirty or a-holes. It's a dependency, and it's a dependency that starts or sticks because of the sacrifices made in that wrestling ring, So at the end of the day, the rumors and the smart marks that had their fun over the years with maybe Sabu no-showing an independent shot, just cut it out and think about the overall picture and look at the big picture. This is obviously a decent guy, because as far as the industry goes, I've never heard one accomplished wrestler say one bad word about Sabu. Can't we just sit back for once and enjoy the artist instead of ripping him to shreds? I don't think anybody worked harder for his fan base than Sabu. All right, guys, Arab Wrestlers You Should Know. Please note, there are no YouTube commercials or ads on this. It's being brought to you ad-free. So please be cool, like, subscribe, sponsored by Premier Pro Wrestling. So go ahead and take a look in the description of how you can support us and follow us on social media. I'm Randy Ritchie, and I'm going to go ahead and say this is an honor of Sabu, Terry Brunk.